Blackhawks Bruins, 2014. Kings Rangers, 2015. Blackhawks Lightning, 2016. Sharks Penguins, 2017. Predators Penguins, 2018. Capitals Golden Knights. New teams. It's fun. It's fun. NFL, 2010. Saints Colts, 2011. Packers Steelers, 2012. Giants Patriots, 2013. Ravens 49ers, 2014. Broncos Seahawks, 2015. Pats Seahawks, 2016. Broncos Panthers, 2017. Pats Falcons, 2018. Eagles Patriots. Obviously, the Patriots have been the exception. But other than that, it's pretty diverse, no? The MLB. 2014, Giants Royals. 2013, Red Sox Cardinals. 2012, Giants Tigers. 2011, Cardinals Tigers. Tigers Rangers. I'm sorry, Rangers Giants. 2009, Yankees Phillies. I mean, there's different teams. It's fun. You really don't know what's going to happen. And that's the problem with the NBA. There's no drama. No one plays a lick of defense anymore. I mean, it is honestly if you are a kid now, and I'll take me as an example. I'm 20 years old. I grew up, 2006s, 2007s, where I really started to watch basketball, and it was still physical. It was still defense, I think. It started to change really, mightily when the Steph Currys got in the NBA, when these, newer players that were more finesse players, and there wasn't a lot of the Kevin Garnetts were retiring, the Dirk Nowitzkis were going towards their end, the Carmelo Anthonys were going towards the end. It was a new era of players where you had James Harden and Steph Curry and Kyrie Irving. Those three are the king of scoring the basketball one-on-one, getting, crossing over guys, getting to the, lane, laying it up and shooting threes. I mean, that's what they do. It's terrible for young people that are trying to get better. It's a terrible watch. It's an absolute terrible watch, and you shouldn't watch and try to replicate what they do, because it's just, there's only a handful that can do it. It's not good. It's just not good for the younger generation to watch this type of basketball. It's offense first. There's no defense. The Golden State Warriors play defense. Yeah, I mean, they gotta listen. Let's be honest. The Warriors gotta play defense for a couple possessions because they know they can outscore you. Here's the big question that I've gotten with this whole Jimmy Butler situation. I want to go back to it one more time. Was Butler wrong for what he did at practice? Let's break this down. Okay. If Jimmy Butler didn't have the drama that he had, I would have zero problem with what he did. Zero. You have to have a guy like this in practice. I played college basketball. You have to have a guy like this in practice that is willing to come in, not care what others think, lead, and call out guys and test people, right? You have to test their mental toughness. You have to test their competitiveness, and that's what Jimmy Butler did. He went in, he said, okay, here we go. I'm going to take over here. I'm going to go at dudes, and I don't care what they say. And it's hard to do that. It is hard to go into a practice, especially with the way Jimmy Butler's handled everything this summer. It's hard to go into practice with a bunch of professionals and completely dominate, take what? The second string, third string guys, and beat the starters. That's very hard to do. But you know what that is? That's grit, that's toughness, that's Jimmy Butler. Honestly, are you surprised? Were you surprised when you heard that Jimmy Butler took the third string and beat the starters? Because I wasn't. Jimmy Butler is vital to this team. Vital. He is the engine to however many wins this Timberwolves team goes to and gets. I would say 60% of it is because of Jimmy Butler. Don't get me wrong, Karl Towns, unbelievable talent. But they were a 31-win team with Wiggins and Towns. Until Jimmy Butler showed up, they were irrelevant. So is Jimmy Butler wrong for what he did at practice? No. He wasn't. Why? I mean, he turned over and told Scott Layden, you need me. Does he not need you? That's the problem now. We know that Scott Layden and the Timberwolves need Jimmy Butler, but we just we're really uncomfortable when people like that say that. We're like, okay, no, we want nice. We want Jimmy Butler to, not say anything and just show up to practice. But he's right. I mean, what did you watch when Jimmy Butler got hurt towards the end of the season? I watched a bunch of young players just play offense and had zero communication on defense, didn't have the same structure and organization, didn't have the same grit, tenacious, didn't have any passion to play on defense. Jimmy Butler brings that. He makes other guys work around him harder, and that is one of the most important skills in a player. If you have the trait to come onto a court and make other guys around you work harder without saying anything, you're a player. And you know what? You're a winner. And I know I've been on him. I have been on him about he wants to win. Why would you go to the Knicks? Why would you go to the Nets? Why would you go to the Clippers? I get that. But you can't question his effort, his toughness, and his work ethic on the court. You can't. And you can't question the importance of him on this team because the Timberwolves, quite frankly, need him. You saw what happened during preseason. They had an absolute, you talk about the worst possible thing that could happen to them in preseason. It did. They got completely blown out. They played zero defense. They're giving up 150 points to the preseason Milwaukee Bucks. What does that tell you? I know Wiggins was, his son was being born. He wasn't at the Bucks game. But are you confident in this Timberwolves team without Jimmy Butler? And are you okay with trading Butler to Miami for a first-round pick and Josh Richardson after you give away Zach LaVine, Lauri Markkanen, and Chris Dunn? I'm not. Was Jimmy Butler wrong for what he did? No. He wasn't wrong for what he did. If he because he wasn't on the team, because of his summer, it came off as completely, erratic and disrespectful and all this kind of stuff. And yeah, he was to an extent. But you know what? He's trying to get guys like Wiggins going. And what I read, Karl Towns responded, said, all right, let's go. Get on me. Guard me. Try to stop me. But you know what Wiggins did? Nothing. He stood in the corner and didn't do anything. And this was a test, I think, for him. If you want to be a leader, Timberwolves are paying you like a leader, be that leader. Step up to Jimmy Butler. Come guard me. Come on, let's go. He just stood there. Nothing. Jimmy Butler said, Karl pulled me over. No one else did. That was a test, and Andrew Wiggins failed. Wiggins and Thibodeau might be on their way out sooner than you think. Strom Sports Show. Good show. Big shout out to Michael Russo for coming on, providing the best coverage of the Minnesota Wild. Big shout out to my producer, Brandon Morton. If you want to contact Jim Suhan, he does the advertising. Have a good one, everybody. Talk to you Sunday.
You just want to provide the best service you can, and you know marketing is vital to build your business, but it's also overwhelming and confusing. Successful Marketing Group is passionately committed to businesses, helping them get found, get customers, and build dreams. Successful Marketing Group understands your problems and truly wants to help you be successful, providing digital marketing packages with proven results. Go to successfulmarketinggroup.com/Cheryl Reeve for a free 45-minute audit and action plan. That's successfulmarketinggroup.com/Cheryl Reeve.